Kris Jenner is here for Kathy Hilton's reunion look.
And Kyle and Amanda are here with us to chat about Winter House Season 2.
Virtual reality.
Hi, I'm Danny.
And I'm Evan.
And this Tequila Gate is reaching new levels off air with Kathy Hilton, and Kris Jenner is coming into the mix. And I don't think Lisa Rinna is too excited about her stance on everything, kind of.
Oh my God, I feel really bad for Lisa Rinna. I feel like she is just recoiling, curling up into a ball and like possibly dying of embarrassment because Kathy Hilton posted her very chic and elegant reunion look.
Yeah.
And Kris Jenner gave her a stamp of approval with a bunch of pink heart emojis. And I just know that hurt Rinna after she boasted about her alleged friendship with Kendall Jenner, and
she's mentioned the Kardashians on the show more than I think Denise Richards mentioned being Denise Richards. So she said it a lot of times.
Oh my God, totally. Yeah, and it's so funny that Kris commented this on Kathy's post, especially after Rinna claimed that Kathy was so jealous of the Kardashians and their success. It seems like all is good and hunky-dory between Kathy and the Kardashians.
All is well, and kind of like Lisa used to say in liking the tweet, it says everything. In commenting hearts, it says everything. Kris Jenner isn't someone who's just throwing the hearts around like candy. She has love for Kathy. She liked the look. She liked the style she's doing. I think it was Oscar de la Renta. So she really is going all in on it. And Rinna's not getting that many comments on hers. Well, she's getting some comments about her look.
Yeah, none from Kris Jenner.
None from Kris Jenner. Because on top of Tequila Gate, I think there's also a reunion look gate. I don't know if it maybe like dog door, because it's not as much drama as a gate, but it's gonna, the looks are out. And Evan, how are you feeling about them?
I have a lot of feelings about a lot of them, and I know that the Bravo fandom does as well. I will say there are a few that I really love, even though, you know, most fans seem to think that together all the looks were a little disjointed. There's not a cohesive theme, but I think there were some winners among the group. I love Kyle Richards' pink sparkly dress. I think it was by the Bonds. It had the straps. It had that like iridescent, like Barbie core shimmer. Like I
would have liked it more if it was in September, because then it was more back to school vibes. You know what I mean? Because the backpack straps. I didn't really. I when I saw, I also heard the blonde. I thought it was Dorit at first because the blonde and the bedazzle.
Lighter hair. Like
I like the hair on her more, but it was confusing. It was confusing to me.
Yeah, very confusing for sure. But yeah, the lighter hair, the ponytail, the deep spray tan with that gorgeous baby sparkly pink. I am here for Kyle Richards. Let me just say that. There were some outfits though that were concerning.
Some concerning. I mean, Diana's was concerning because it was the Harry Potter invisibility cloak.
Yes. I guess that was weird. I can't believe we didn't get one little screen grab from her Zoom call.
Like, just indicate that she exists in this plane. You know what I mean? It was just full on nothing. So I can't say she was best or worst dressed, but my favorite is that Sutton even posted on her thing. She's like, I wanted to have fun. She's like, you know, it's my look and everything like that. I don't know who my favorite standout was. I gotta say, I did not. Dorit shocked me.
Yes, Dorit's was certainly a look. I know that it's getting a lot of attention for its kind of like 2010, 2011 vibes. What I will say is the color is beautiful on her. We don't really see Dorit in that bright blue very much, and I thought it looked phenomenal.
I think the one that people are having the most thoughts about, Lisa Rinna's.
Well,
she's not getting Kris Jenner's attention, but she's getting Facetune's attention.
Yes. Oh my God. That comment was so savage. What did it say? It was like, it's giving us. Like, I mean, Facetune, it felt a little overboard, and I'm not mad at some photo editing. I'm not mad at a little bit of Facetune, but it's got to be tasteful. It's got to be like, I have to at least know that you were attempting to make it slightly discreet. I mean, but then also good on her for just
going with it.
Yeah, she like, whatever. I used Facetune and the levels of Khloe Kardashian. Like, it's fine. Like, Khloe,
that's what people are saying. She like is given some Khloe Kardashian.
Yeah, totally. Her obsession with the Kardashians continues.
And I mean, 818, it's really popping, but there is another Bravo affiliated drink that really sweeps the nation on all these shows, and it's Loverboy.
Yes, we love a good sip of Loverboy now and then, or every day, whenever you want to get your hands on it. I'm personally a big fan, and I'm a big fan of their founders, Kyle and Amanda, who we chatted with this week ahead of the Winter House Season 2 reunion, and they had a lot of thoughts and feelings and tea to spill about that. Well, we're still soaking in the 1 year anniversary of it all, which is so exciting. I can't believe how fast time flies. I mean, how would you sum up your first year as husband and wife?
Oh my God, so much better than the 3 years leading up to becoming husband and wife.
Yeah, it was like the world's longest engagement.
Now Carl and Lindsay are engaged. Their wedding is coming up. How excited are you guys for that?
We are so excited. I've been like refraining from asking them when they're getting married because it's the one thing that drove me absolutely nuts.
And I know you're excited for them to have the wedding and all that stuff, but is there a little part of you that's also excited to be the couple not in the hottest seat in your friend group that everyone is like picking apart and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, look, not that we've passed the torch, but like I said, I mean, look, for a long time we were like the only couple on the show consistently, and like that, quite frankly, it's not the ideal scenario, I'll be honest. And just having another couple in the house, forget the hot seat, just having another couple in the house is awesome.
Wait, and I love too that the Toms made a little winter house fun happening. And I mean, I know both of them. Well, I mean, for better or for worse, they're both great and in contact with their ladies. Have you learned any? Did they give you any relationship advice, either Tom, or did you look at them and you're like anti-advice?
You know, Katie and Tom had kind of had a rough go.
Yeah, I think there were some rumors swirling at the time, but they wanted to come to like hang out and just like two buddies escaping, coming over to the East Coast, so just like show them a good time. And that's like what we focused on with them.
They were actually
we didn't
supposed to
even like
come.
know anything really that was going on because we just knew that they wanted to have fun. We were like, well, we know how to do that.
And particularly Schwartz, he's like, dude, we need an escape.
After going through that experience with Schwartz, do you think that they made the right decision to split up?
I don't think we found out until we got back to New York.
That
I think that's when they both posted. And the only way I knew how to handle it, because I love them both and I know they have respect for one another. I mean, you could see it in how they announced, their separation. I text them both on the same thread. I was like, I don't know how else I would do this. I love both of you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I immediately cried. I literally was like, Amanda was in the shower. I was like bawling my eyes out. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And I'm curious too about because now, I mean, we talked about Lindsay and Carl too, but there's also the Craig and Paige coupling. And everyone, I feel like it's the time where everyone's like partnering up.
Paige is one of my really good friends. And Craig and Kyle are just
idiots.
So when the four of us get together, it's a night, so we can't get together too often.
Yeah. We know where that road leads, so we have to steer clear.
Do you think that they're the next ones to get engaged? Like, where is this going?
I definitely think that they're on track to get engaged. I mean, they love each other. There's definitely a few. I don't think they would continue this long distance if they didn't see
they see the end goal
going somewhere. I told Kyle that him and Craig, there's a lot of similarities, and Kyle immediately goes, "But I'm not a diva." I was like, "That's the most diva thing that you can say."
Speaking of Paige and her podcast, which I'm not sure if you guys listen to or not, I saw that they said Hannah said that Lindsay is the meanest person she's ever met, and that sort of took me back because Lindsay reminds me of the friend I needed in middle school when I was like fat, chubby, awkward, acne, like just defend me. What are your guys' take on her being considered like the meanest person ever?
I didn't hear that.
Lindsay's a strong, I saw like the headline, but Lindsay's a strong personality. She's a lot of emotions, whether it's love or laughter or anger or activation. So I think her and Hannah didn't get along well, and that's just kind of how she feels about her. But I think we all have we all have someone that we think is the meanest person we've ever met.
Can I say what I want to happen? You and her to reboot Roni. I don't know, I'll shout it to Bravo. I think that the eyes are moving. I don't know what's happening with that, but I just think because you guys are entering this new phase, I know y'all love driving to the Hamptons, but a 4-hour car ride gets tiring after a while, I'm sure. And I think that would be very interesting. I don't know if you would enjoy
I love the Hamptons and I love living in the house with everyone. I can't do the partying for the rest of my life. I can't keep up. So I'm down.
Yeah, those 3-day weekends now are like, whoa.
I'm down to like throw some nice events and stay in my apartment in the city and do a really nice trip somewhere for a few days.
Actually, there is a bombshell moment in the trailer when Paige says that the night Lindsay announced she and Carl were together, there was like some canoodling with Austin.
When Lindsay announced that her and Carl were together that same night, according to Austin.
I woke up with her hand on my holy sh**.
It was our wedding.
I wasn't privy
we
to all
were
that stuff.
Drunk and in love and had no idea what was going on and wasn't answering any text messages afterwards. So I have no idea what people were talking about or who was anything. So
And that's also like when the trailer drops, you see things you've never seen before, even when you're on the show. So
and also,
we obviously talked about it, but then seeing it in the moment, I'm like, oh, like look at that.
Okay, watching the season 2 trailer, what were you two most shocked to see that you weren't privy to while you were filming?
there was a moment, a late night moment in the kitchen with a large group, and Kyle and I were
Passed out.
in bed. But Craig, don't worry, he came in at 5 or 3 in the morning and woke us up
And filled us in.
and then asked if he left his cell phone in our bed. But to see that, you know, there's Craig's story and then there's what we watched, and from the clip it seems he, you know, might be pretty spot on. Craig can fabricate a story, loves telling a good story, but this one seemed pretty accurate, so we'll see.